An open letter published in Harper's Magazine this week condemning cancel culture as an attack on free thought is generating a backlash from the online left. Titled A Letter on Justice and Open Debate and signed by more than 150 writers and academics, the statement warns that, quote, the free exchange of information and ideas, the lifeblood of a liberal society, is daily becoming more constricted. While we have come to expect this on the radical right, censoriousness is also spreading more widely in our culture. An intolerance of opposing views, a vogue for public shaming and ostracism, and the tendency to dissolve complex policy issues in a blinding moral certainty. At least two participants are now disavowing the letter after learning that not all of the signatories share their ideological beliefs. We're back with Dan Henninger, Kim Strassel, and Jason Riley. So, Jason, what do you make of this letter? Are you glad to see it?
Yes, I am. I am glad to see it. As someone who spends a fair amount of time speaking on college campuses, I've seen this going on for a while now, and it's clearly spilled outside of college campuses now. And is so I was happy to see the letter, but the backlash that we've seen, I think, indicates the need for the letter. And also what struck me about it is the sort of purity test you now have here. Even if you're someone who has been decades in good standing on the left, if you don't check every single box, you will be cast out into the wilderness. So an issue like transgender rights, which came into vogue about 5 minutes ago, if you are not on board with gender as a social construct, goodbye. We don't care about any of your other views, even if we support those other views.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling is discovering that. For example, Steven Pinker, the Harvard professor, he's being ostracized for criticized for his views. So, I mean, Kim, the thing that struck me about the letter, though, is some of the signers, they were only too happy to attack and have the mob attack us, conservatives, when the targets were conservatives. But now it's spilling over to them, and I'm glad they're speaking up. I'm glad they're speaking up for liberal values. But, I mean, welcome to the fight, guys. We've been here for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, two problems with the letter from my view. One is the hypocrisy, which you just mentioned, is that I know for a fact several of those names were out cheering people on as the mobs came for conservatives. So they've been more than happy to cancel conservatives in the past. But the other thing is, if you're going to put your name on a letter like this, and defend free speech, stick with it even when the mob comes for you. And the number of people that have since fled their position on this and say, oh, never mind, I didn't really mean it, please don't be mean to me. I mean, talk about fair weather beliefs in sort of certain core principles, and that's been on display as well.
You know, Dan, these are individual writers and academics, but what's missing from I think this whole debate are the leaders of institutions, some of our great institutions, some of our universities. Where are they? Where are the museum leaders, for example? And where are the Democratic senators in Capitol Hill standing up and saying, you know what, we need to be open to debate? The striking absence of them in this debate is really concerning.
It is concerning, especially in the United States, Paul, where, in fact, the First Amendment free speech rights still do, in fact, exist. This isn't quite the French Revolution, where during the terror, the Jacobins were taking people like this to the guillotine. That hasn't quite happened here yet, but it is quite similar to what happened back then. And the silence of our institutional leaders, I think, will be looked back as a very, very low moment in American political and cultural life. And a lot of those people are going to be identified as having hidden when their voices were most needed.
Jason, briefly, some people think this will all end when Donald Trump leaves office. We'll all get back to sweet reason. You think so?
No, I don't. I don't, Paul. I think this will continue because the ascendant wing of the Democratic Party seems to be the progressives here. And this is a fight among them. This letter is about the moderate left versus the radical left. And the radical left is winning, and they like the fight. So, no, I don't see this dying down post-Trump.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I think this is going to go on until the leaders of liberal institutions stand up and say, no, we're not going to be intimidated by this kind of cancel culture.